In our segment today with the Higgins Firm, we're talking about pregnancy discrimination in the workplace. Attorney Jim Higgins recently stopped by to tell us about a case the Supreme Court is about to hear that involves UPS and one of their employees. Take a look. Jim, great to have you back.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for being here. We're talking about a case involving UPS and one of their employees. Let's talk a little bit about how this case can impact employers and employees like this. What's going to happen from that?
Well, we don't know. This is a pregnancy discrimination case that has been in the courts for 8 years. It takes that long to get to D.C. and up to the Supreme Court. But what's interesting about this was a lady who worked at UPS. She'd been there for about 7 years, I believe it was. Great employee. They all liked her. And when she got pregnant, her doctor says, "I don't want you lifting anything heavy." She thought, great, no big deal. She didn't. She ran these packages. They're really small packages. If something out of the ordinary came in that was big, it was very rare, and her co-employees say, "Oh, we can handle those for her until she has the baby."
Right. Seems reasonable.
But UPS said, tough. No, you cannot have a restriction of no heavy lifting, and we're not going to accommodate that. And so for 7 months, she was out of work. She didn't get any pay. She lost a lot of her pension. She lost her health insurance, and she had all that added stress while she was trying to have a baby, and she could have kept working. So what the Supreme Court's going to say or decide is whether UPS should have found her a job or let her continue to work with some accommodations. Because one thing that was interesting is if you were injured at work and needed accommodations, UPS would find it, but they wouldn't do that for the pregnant workers. And for instance, one of them said even if you had a driver's license revoked for whatever reasons, they would have found you another job till you could get it back. So it will be interesting to see if the Supreme Court said, "Hey, sorry, the way we read the Pregnancy Discrimination Act, you don't have to accommodate,
right? Or
you do." And they've been on the side of the employers for most of the employment cases for the past couple of years, so nobody really knows what they'll do. Right.
It will be interesting to see. Unfortunately, though, incidents like this are pretty common. So what kind of pregnancy discrimination cases do you typically see in your office?
Our typical case that we handle that are violations of the Pregnancy Discrimination Act are where a person doesn't have those type of limitations, but their employer perceives it. We've had waiters or waitresses that the employer says, "Well, I don't want you carrying a bunch of heavy stuff around the restaurant." But the doctor says it's okay. And right now, 40%, almost 50% of the workforce is women. 40% right now are the breadwinners in their family. So to lose a job in such a crucial and important time of your life, that's what the Pregnancy Discrimination Act is for. And so it's important that we make employers abide by it.
Interesting. And real quickly before we go, if someone feels like they've been discriminated against or someone they love, what should they do first?
They're welcome to call us. A lot of times they just need to know where they stand, and we can tell them what their rights were and whether they were violated.
All right, Jim, thanks so much.
Thank you.
The Higgins Firm is serving Tennessee. Give them a call at 615-924-8500 or go to higginsfirm.com.